Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to Live Weather Impact on this Monday. I know you are not used to not only seeing myself, but also I don't normally work on Mondays, but here we are. Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich is off this week with his kids and his wife because it's spring break, and he deserves it, especially after last week being so crazy with Artemis, which we are going to talk about later on in the show. So don't go anywhere. And of course, we have special coverage starting at 7. As we know, this is a really exciting night. Not only have they already made history being the furthest we've ever had humans away from the Earth, closest to the moon, but also the fact that this Earth rise is going to happen around 7 o'clock. So there's just a lot of stuff to talk about. But we do need to start with the weather since technically talking about space is not my full-time job. It's talking about the forecast. If you were outside at all today, James, that's you also.
I was outside today.
Did you notice a change?
It was cooler.
It was. What else?
It was not raining.
Oh, well, I was going to say it was drier, but sure.
Am I passing this test?
I give you B+. Thanks. Just kidding. Well, actually, you get an A- since you did give me a live report from Matthews this weekend talking about the fact that you did not get rain.
Yeah, I got robbed this weekend. No rain in my house until Sunday. I wanted that on Saturday.
Yeah, Larry was upset about that as well because he lives over toward that area too. I think that we just you got unlucky.
Yeah, it's true.
The rest of the Charlotte area, it was a different story, at least if you were west of 77. I have temperatures up here, but I'm just going to briefly talk about rain. We actually got 0.55 between Saturday and Sunday. So that big douse of rain that we had at the Charlotte FC match at Bank of America Stadium, that did result in just under 1/4 of an inch, and then we just got over 1/4 of an inch on Sunday. So Charlotte and areas west, especially parts of Gaston County, York County, actually got close to 3/4 of an inch. And while I know that's not putting any dent in the drought, it was better than nothing. And I think that's really what the story was this weekend. But the different story was also the fact that we had a big weather change. It was 83 degrees on Saturday. We had a high of 68 yesterday, which mostly happened early in the day. And then today, 64, which means that we had a 20-degree temperature drop between what the temperature was high on Saturday and what the high was today. So here's the deal. If you like cooler air, if you'd like temperatures to feel a little bit closer to where we should be for April, the next few days you're going to love. If you have been loving, like my BFF Carlene Bragg, who produces this show earlier in the day, the 80s and maybe even 90 in March and April, you're going to like this upcoming weekend. There will be something for everyone. The one thing we're lacking is rain. So take that as you will. 80s are returning this upcoming weekend. In fact, it'll be very, very nice. At least in the near term, we're mostly cloudy and pleasant. Overnight cloud cover will stick around, meaning that temperatures tomorrow morning won't be quite as cool as this morning. So if you needed a light jacket this morning, maybe just a long sleeve shirt tomorrow. But again, things are going to be relatively similar each and every day. There will be some small ebbs and flows, but for the most part, cooler, drier is the same story. Temperatures out there right now, we're at 63 in Charlotte, 50 still in the mountains. Again, clouds are sticking around, but this is not low-level moisture, meaning it does not feel humid outside. It is dry. It is pleasant. It feels fantastic. There are really not enough adjectives to talk about how much, at least, again, I know I'm speaking for myself. Not everybody agrees how much I loved today. When you have naturally curly hair and a lot of hair and it's very thick, like myself, I'm not trying to make anybody jealous or maybe not jealous, but you know when the weather changes, like you're an animal, how they always react, to barometric pressure and things like that, because the second you step outside, it's either like this or easy to handle. And today was an easy to handle kind of day. So I'll take it. And that, again, is going to be nice the next few days. It will start to see a little bit more humidity creep back up by this weekend, which not as ideal, but hey, it's the story. Upper 20s, lower 30s right now for our dew points, again, meaning it feels comfortable outside. The sunshine did go away. We have more clouds right now, but that's what's keeping temperatures more mild, again, heading into the overnight hours. So 45 was this morning. We're 48 this morning. The next 2 days, we will be watching for some patchy frost outside of Charlotte because it'll get a little chillier, which means if it's 40 in Charlotte, then outlying communities do have that risk for some patchy frost. Rain, again, stays at a 0 every single day. I'm not thrilled about this, but if you're going to be outside, you got outdoor plans this weekend, they're looking good. And one of those outdoor plans that it might have is Charlotte FC. They have another home match. Chris made this graphic. Apparently every home match they've had where it's been 80 plus, they have won. The one time it was 77, they tied. So I guess 80 so far has been good. Here is that 7-day forecast. Again, we really have something for everyone with the exception of any rain. Tomorrow, we're in the upper 40s during the day, 69 in the afternoon. Your coolest afternoon, Wednesday, coolest morning on Thursday. Thursday, we'll start to see that rebound back into the lower 70s, getting to the upper 70s there on Friday. And then again, looking into next weekend, we're in the mid 80s. Charlotte FC is back at home on Saturday. Checkers are back at home as well. And even that extended forecast, we actually don't really have any rain either. So again, I'm not saying that this is a bad thing or a good thing at all. I'm saying this is a bad thing because we do need rain. However, for people who have outdoor plans, it's spring break week. I know I'm sensitive to the fact that everybody has a different idea of what is considered good. So regardless of whether you like it, there's that 7 to 10 day forecast. We will be coming back with more on the weather, Artemis, and all that good stuff coming up in just a few minutes.